you're going to sit here in a Hunter Biden hat and say that, oh, all conservatives want to get rid of all welfare. We have Middle Ground. Of course, if you're not familiar, Jubilee does these Middle Ground panels where they will take two different groups of people. Today, we have Black conservatives and white liberals. And yes, you may recognize the guy in the blue shirt. That is our boy Destiny without the blue hair. Blue shirt, but no blue hair. Black conservatives versus white liberals. So the first prompt is Whtie Americans have way more advantages than Black Americans. So not just more, way more. And so again, we're going to see the people who agree with the statement are going to step forward, and the other people won't.
White Americans have way more advantages than Black Americans.
I think I'm a rarity here.
It would seem so.
Do white Americans
Whenever you're ready, Dustin, whenever you're ready.
have more advantages because they're white, or do just white Americans have advantages because of historic factors? I think that people want to argue at the end of the day over whether it's because you're white or not. I think that the answer is because you're white in the past, and that's how it kind of carries over to today. You know, even in times of the United States history where Black people tried to build wealth, you know, with the Tulsa riots and everything, where that this wealth has been destroyed. And something that's upsetting to me is when conservatives talk about how we can't blame the past for what's happening in the present. That is true to some extent, but then the next breath they'll talk about how important it is to have dual parent households, how important it is to have a strong family, to have responsibility passed on from parent to child. And we've seen in the past that because of racial issues, that process has been severely disrupted.
Right there, guys. Right there. That is why, even though Destiny is absolutely in the progressive camp and he's a liberal and he supports Biden and all this stuff, that is why I respect him, because he is a true middle of the road type progressive. And they just don't really seem to exist. Like, you either see like the default liberals who don't pay attention to anything, and so they're like, oh, I guess the Republicans are still racist and whatever, orange man bad. And then you have people who are in the weeds and they're super, super far left. But Destiny seems to be, you know, he does have a lot of opinions that I don't agree with. But whenever you can have somebody that you don't agree with, but you can appreciate the way that they think, the logic that they use, that is somebody that is very, very, very valuable to you, because you can see you can see how they come to different conclusions. Like, when somebody's just crazy, when somebody's just stupid, like, it doesn't help to know what they think as much because it's just stupid. But when you have somebody that's like, oh, okay, I see how you got there, then it can open you up to understanding an entire swath of the population. Of course, shout out always, always, always. Yep, orange man bad. That's as far as it goes, right?
Funny thing is that agreeing with all these things is when I did my research when I was younger, which arrived me to my standpoint of being a conservative, because I believed it was racist, Democrat, liberal ideologies and policies dating all the way back to the 1800s, all the way up to the 1960s, and then the purported big switch. But I think it was more so when Democrats decided to be a bit more cloak and dagger about their true opinions of Black people and be more secretive and more, oh, we want to help you by, you know, doing these things and seeing them as inferior.
Damn. Well said. Well said. That they became already have. If you have not, anybody else has not seen Sound of Freedom, definitely go do it. It is not a political film, despite what anybody will tell you. But you know, our what's his name, Chandler over here is laying the smackdown, doing exactly what we need to do. Establish that the Democrats are not, just because they say that they care about Black people and minorities and this. Actions speak louder than words. Speaking of actions, if you can hit that like button, I would be so appreciative. Thank you.
Affirmative action, welfare, all sorts of things that eventually ruin our culture and place us where we are now.
So
but I want to get back to the history of it, because we're talking about.
Well, I just want to make sure we're clear. Giving them money hurt them, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, giving them, because if your father's out of the home, that's when we give you the money. If you're living in this housing.
So it's incentivizing the idea that if you break up the home, then you can get money. That's what he's responding to. But I will say, as much as he is, you know, saying all the things that I agree with, I feel like he's coming in a little too hot, which is what you'd expect from a younger dude. But you're already planting the seeds for, it doesn't say he's 18. Makes sense. You know, he's a little bit younger, and he's not really aware of the fact that, okay, I have to be, you know, sensitive to, you know, just other people's thinking if I want them to listen to me. So that's the only thing I would say so far, but he is doing the damn thing. Nick says, you're totally right on that. We need people we can actually work with. Yeah, exactly. And that's how we do it, Dustin. Once you are here, you are part of the party. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Give them the money while the dad's
rent-free.
Well, then give them the.
Let's see where we go.
Or giving them money hurt them, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, giving them, because if your father's out of the home, that's when we give you the money. If you're living in this
so,
housing,
so then give them the money while the dad's
rent-free.
Well, then give them the money while the dad's in the home.
For what? Give them the money while the dad's still in the home. Yeah, give them the money while the dad's still in the home. For what? The idea, at least when you're giving money to a single mother, is that they don't have the money to raise the child. But if they're together, then why are they getting money? As it says, two parents doesn't change being poor. True, but I'm saying at least I don't think that, you know, you should be incentivized to break up your family with money from the government. But I'm saying at least the logic is there. I don't agree with it, but at least the logic is there.
If you're working this amount of hours and getting less than this amount of dollars, you're getting money from the government. Yes, it is incentivizing. You're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I don't even know what that means in this scenario because, yes.
Okay. I thought he was going to say, I don't know what that means, but I'm still going to go ahead.
Hey, you want to talk about throwing babies out with the bathwater? Margaret Sanger wanted to exterminate the black race because she thought they were weeds. So, yeah, we can literally talk about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. That's what Margaret Sanger, that's what Democrat policies wanted to do to my people. So that's why I feel.
You're right, bro. You're right, bro. But he never fought you on any of that. You gotta chill. Have the conversation. Stop trying to win an argument and just have the conversation.
So strongly about it because it is these policies that date back centuries that were built off of the death and poverty of my people.
Let's take a breath.
Is he really wearing a Hunter Biden shirt or hat? What? I mean, okay, cool, bro.
So I'm breathing.
Okay.
So a lot of babies aren't, but I am. Sad.
Oh, a lot of babies aren't, but I am. That was a good line. But what is his name? The white little Alec here is right. Slow down, take it easy, take a breath. You're good. We're all just here to have a conversation. You're not going to fix anything by yelling it faster or louder. Let's talk to each other. Try God Travel says, two parents doesn't guarantee anything. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but it gives you a much better chance statistically than a single parent home. Absolutely. Nothing in life is guaranteed. All you can do is create an environment where the best possibility of opportunity and the least possibility of whatever the opposite. What's the opposite of an opportunity? You know, like where the least possibility of bad stuff happening. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
I don't know what that means. When I say throw the baby out with the bathwater, you want to completely get rid of welfare, okay? Or at least the concern. I don't want to put that on you. You haven't said that, but
I was going to say he didn't say that. So what are you talking about?
The conservative apparatus does.
Nope. Wrong. So you're going to sit here in a Hunter Biden hat and say that, oh, all conservatives want to get rid of all welfare. No. As Tim Pool likes to say all the time, hey, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is a great thing, but it's impossible if you don't have any boots. So I think as an American country, instead of spending billions of dollars to have a war somewhere, that we can make sure that everybody has the basics so that we can say, all right, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, do what you have to do. You have everything that you need. You have no excuses. Do it.
Clearly. So giving money to a group of people does not hurt them.
I mean, sure, if you're talking about a lottery, just take money. But
yes.
there are strings attached to that money.
Take all the money.
Wrong. Like, look at any lottery winner. People who get free money don't treat it the way it should be treated. So you're just already on a false premise that giving money to people can't hurt them. It absolutely can.
Strings attached
Give
to
them
that
millions.
Money.
Make them all millionaires. I don't care. Giving money to black people does not hurt them.
And that has not happened, though. That has not happened.
What do you mean?
That has not happened.
It
hasn't been a reparation. It hasn't been this or that.
Again, too hot, Chandler. Chill out. He said, what do you mean? And you just repeated yourself. You have to have the conversation.
It has
you're
been a
saying
welfare program,
welfare
Great
was
Societies
designed.
Act that
Welfare
was built
was
off of the idea of, hey, we get these families split up, we get these
so
people
then let
living
them
here.
keep the family together and keep all the money.
I mean,
There you go.
I guess
Boom,
so,
done.
but I guarantee you,
I guess
there is
so.
no way
Why
that would
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. If you qualify for welfare, then I think that's perfectly fine that you are on that. But I think that it is too easy for people to stay on welfare much longer than they need to be. And the incentives are to stay on that, to stay on welfare instead of going to get a job, especially when kids are involved.
would you
happen.
not advocate for that?
So in your, I guess, research of like history of this country and everything, do you find like the Reconstruction era and like the failures of like what it wanted to be and then what it ended up being, and then which led into, which it, had downstream effects to enter into the Jim Crow era, and you have policies like redlining that influence how schools are funded. The downstream effects of slavery, do you think put Black people as generally in a worse off position than white Americans?
I think generation by generation, the effects of slavery have been diluted, but generation by generation, the effects of racism, welfare-based policies, and things of that nature became even more great. So in the
I didn't hear that again. I didn't hear that again. Hold up.
Is really in a worse off position than white Americans.
I think generation by generation, the effects of slavery have been diluted,
Okay, the effects of slavery have been diluted. Agreed.
but generation by generation, the effects of racism, welfare-based policies, and things of that nature became even more great. So
Yep. I think I agree with it. I just had to hear it one more time. Hey, shout out to Mike W. Welcome to the party. Said welfare is a stopgap, not your financial plan. That's what it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, again, it is way too easy for it to be the financial plan. Hey, we got Indyville. Welcome to the party. The one in the blue shirt. This is exactly why he colored his hair blue, so he could stand out from every other white liberal male. Welcome.
in the 1880s or so, when we had our first Black members of Congress, which were indeed Republicans, I think that was a great start for things. But obviously, we had terrible things that happened, like the Tulsa massacre, among Black people being chased out of their homes by the KKK.
Sure.
All funded by the Democrat Party, all supported by the Democrat Party.
Well, I mean, I need to stop you there. Can you attribute not to the party, but to the ideology? Because I think when you think,
I like that. Attribute to the ideology, not the party. It becomes too easy for things to get convoluted when you're talking about the libs or the Dems or the conservatives or Republicans. If you talk about the actual idea behind what you're talking about, then we can be a lot more clear and we can more easily avoid the stereotypes that people fall into of just, what the Hunter Biden hat dude said, that, conservatives just want to get rid of welfare completely entirely. Like, I mean, maybe some people, but no, that's not a conservative talking point.
regardless of whatever the party switch was, traditionally conservative values did not that's more aligned with more racist policies
It's
in this
very
country.
difficult to compare 2020's conservatism to 1880s conservatism.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.